Star-Spangled Batter on Jackson Boulevard in Rapid City, South Dakota. Famous for their delicious cakes, cupcakes, and other tasty baked goods. But did you know they're the only bakery in town to offer free consultations? Not to mention free samples when planning your big or small wedding. They also take special orders for that special party for that special someone. Check out their daily specials on Facebook or call ahead to grab some goodies for the office on your way to work. Star-Spangled Batter is a proud sponsor of Rapid City sports and activities on live.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today. Your first.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name. When you ask,
we all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change. We all want to be.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Belly Brothers Auto Tech is the bark of the town. Belly Brothers is one of the top-rated local auto shops in South Dakota. From an oil change to transmission repairs, they'll treat your car with exceptional service at reasonable rates, with plenty of financing options also available. Holding an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau since 2008, Belly Brothers will get your tail wagging. And visit Jennifer Young next door for your tax accounting needs.
You'll say yes to our year-end sell-down at the Denny Manhunt Auto Group. Denny Manhunt Toyota and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet for a year-end sell-down. Say yes to a big selection. Over 360 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics. Say yes to big savings. Buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. That's no payments until March 2023. Say yes to a great value. Hurry, our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Manhunt Rapid Chevrolet.
Now that we're in the final quarter of the year, it's time to start thinking about the 2022 tax year. W-2s and 1099s are scheduled to be out in January, but don't worry, Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping Services has you covered. They stay on top of the ever-changing tax laws impacting small businesses and corporations. Jennifer Young's Bookkeeping has your best interests at heart. Don't wait until the last minute. Get a head start on your 2022 taxes. Call Jennifer Young or go to jenniferyoungsbookkeeping.com or find her on Facebook.
Family is the fabric of who we are. The generations that came before us and the ones that will carry on after. At Monument Health, we're dedicated to these communities because they're our communities. We're committed to building the healthcare system of tomorrow with medical knowledge and expertise you can trust close to home. Here to care, here to connect, here for you today and tomorrow. Monument Health.
Alternative Fuel Coffee House, located in downtown Rapid City, has been a staple since 2006, offering an espresso bar, smoothie bar, and more. If food is what you're looking for, check out their menu. Using local ingredients for their drinks and recipes is their way of showing how important shopping local is. Come in and visit them during skating and patio season for the best coffee experience in town. Who's filling up your cup? Alternative Fuel Coffee House. Looking to spruce things up for dinner tonight? Order online or buy the Inferno's Food by Fire app for your best meal in Rapid City. Inferno's has the best Stonefire signature pizzas, sandwiches, and fresh salads. Build your own pizza all while watching the latest high school or NFL action. Even better, receive a 10% discount off your next order when you mention Live Ticket. That's at Inferno's Food by Fire.
You'll say yes to our year-end sell-down at the Denny Mental Auto Group. Denny Mental, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet for a year-end sell-down. Say yes to a big selection. Over 360 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics. Say yes to big savings. Buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. That's no payments until March 2023. Say yes to a great value. Hurry, our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Mental, Rapid Chevrolet.
Signature wings, world-class burgers, and the best steak in Rapid City. All that plus a perfect spot to watch the game found right here in Rapid City at Shooters. From its full and complete menu and its one-of-a-kind dessert menu, Shooters has everything you want. Also looking for a little value in your meal? Order online or buy the Shooters app and use the promo code LIVETICKET to receive 20% off your order. Again, that's LIVETICKET for 20% off at Shooters in Rapid City.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
At Northern
Please join me in singing our national anthem. The anthem will be performed by Stephen Rader Prep Band under the direction of George Fairview and Jordan Seidman. Let's meet your cheerleaders from Rapid City, Stevens.
Ready to go whenever. Just give me the count. Just give me the count.
Lexi Sosby, JC Thompson, Olivia Roberts, Grace Triple.
Welcome to Harold Higher Gymnasium. Tom Anderson with you tonight on LiveTicket.tv on Raiders Live. Go RaidersLive.com. Doubleheader action tonight. Rapid City Stevens hosting the Sioux Falls Roosevelt Rough Riders. The girls will get ready to tip it off here momentarily. Rapid City Stevens under Coach Adam Dannenberg in his second season at the helm of the Lady Raiders. 4-1. They're only lost to a very strong peer team. They defeated Spearfish 53-48 in their last outing. Took care of Rapid City Central in the previous week 60-37. Just a 27-24 halftime lead in that game. And the Raiders put the pedal to the metal in the third quarter, scored 21 straight after the Cobblers opened the third quarter with a basket. For Sioux Falls Roosevelt Rough Riders in the first year under Coach Blake Bradfield. Not really new to coaching. He's been an assistant in the Sioux Falls system. 6 years at Sioux Falls Lincoln on the girls' side, 11 years on the Sioux Falls O'Gorman on the boys' side, but a slow start to the season for the Lady Rough Riders. 0-4. They've dropped games to Sioux Falls Jefferson, O'Gorman, Brandon Valley, and Harrisburg. Harrisburg game 53-31, the most recent game. They were down 19-15 at the half. That was in 24-22. That got opened up to a 36-24 lead, and Harrisburg wins going away. In the opening two games against Jefferson and O'Gorman, they scored just 26 and 22 points. For the Raiders, they have been over 50 points in every one of their games, including a big first week win, the game we covered here on Live Ticket against Douglas, where they broke the 70-point mark. Starting lineups for Sioux Falls Roosevelt, they'll go with Brooklyn Cole, Madison Smalley, Katie Spicer, Morgan Johnson, and Aubrey McCall. For the Raiders, Brittany Jones, Haley Oswald, Talia Porter, Isabella Higgins, and Macy Wathan. It will be Higgins jumping center at midcourt. Will be against Katie Spicer. Spicer, a 5'8" senior. 4 sophomores starting for the Rough Riders. Just the one senior. She gets ready to jump center. Rough Riders in their maroon jerseys with the white letters and numbers trimmed in gold. The Raiders in their white with the blue numbers trimmed in white. Raiders will be moving right to left. And we have the tip controlled by Brittany Jones. Give it to Porter. Our officials tonight: Joe Beeler, Amber Sierra, Jesse Stryker. It is Porter directing traffic. 2-3 zone for the Rough Riders. Porter dribbles to the right side, goes to Wathan in the corner once. Get the ball underneath to Higgins, and on the drive, ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Raiders. Higgins did not play in that initial game against Douglas, but had a huge board game against the Cobblers. Baseline right, get it into Porter in the lane. Gets tied up. That is Aubrey McCall making the jump. And on the possession arrow, it'll be Rough Rider basketball. Raiders come out, full court pressure. Ball in the hands of Cole. Throw it in the backcourt. Back to Cole. On the front court on the drive. On the shot, off the mark. And that was Spicer on the shot. Raiders come the other way. Wathan comes left side to Porter. Porter on the dribble crossover. Takes it to the left side. Shot is up and good and one. Talia Porter saw the opening, exploded into the lane, got the bucket and the foul. First whistle of the game will go against Spicer. And Talia Porter puts the Raiders on top 2-0. Try to convert the 3-point play. Porter, a 5'8" sophomore, flips the twine one time, 3-point play, and the Raiders are up 3-0. They'll stay with the pressure. Cole with the basketball. Wathan chases after her. Now they get her trapped as they cross midcourt. And it is personal foul against the Raiders. That will be Haley Oswald. Picking up the foul, her first against the Raiders. Ball in, far side, Morgan Johnson. Throw it into the backcourt. Bring it over. Brittany Jones rather. On the man-to-man defense. Left side, Spicer will hand it off to Johnson. The ball stolen away. That's Jones. Right side, puts it up and swatted out of bounds. Jones a little Jones a little too lax going up, and Morgan Johnson sends it sailing into the end zone. Raiders will retain possession. Bit of a statement. Jones did not go up strong, did not take it hard to the basket, and good hustle by Morgan Johnson. Line up 4 along the baseline, toss it out top. Bounce it under to Porter, double team. Has the ball knocked away, retained by the Raiders up top. Wathen, left side now. Higgins on the dribble, all the way over to the right side. She'll stop, pop it up to 7 foot off the board too hard. Ball bounces around, out of bounds, and it will stay, or rather go to the Rough Riders. Brooklyn Cole in the vicinity, but last touch by the Raiders. Bounce the ball into Cole. Immediately they go for the trap. Back to Cameron Wilkinson, who's come in for the Rough Riders. Throw it in the front court. Smalley comes up with it. Spicer, left side to Cole, pushes up to 3 and hits it. Brooklyn Cole ties the game at 3 apiece with the shot from downtown. Nearly 2 minutes gone. First quarter. Porter gets the ball to Higgins. Looks to Jones on the right side. Now the Rough Riders have switched to a man-to-man defense. Bounce the ball to Porter. Triple team. Wathen open. 3-pointer. Good. Macy Wathen. Her specialty. Get the ball into Cole. Immediately they go for the double team, and on the return pass, out of bounds it goes. Trying to get it to Wilkinson, the 5'7" junior. Wilkinson will sit down, and into the Rough Rider lineup comes Morgan Johnson. Quick breather for Morgan Johnson. Baseline right, Porter into Wathen. Up top Higgins, right elbow, bounce it underneath the Porter. She'll dribble it all the way back out to the top of the key. Too much traffic underneath. Wathen swing the right side. Higgins will take the 3 and hit it. Isabel Higgins inside outside. The Rough Riders the other way. Raiders up by 6, 9-3, 5.5 remaining. First quarter. The shot pushed up, way off the mark. Higgins had it, lost it into the hands of Porter. Porter will bring it down, left side to Jones. In the corner, that is Gabby Love, and she joins the 3 fest. Gabby Love off the bench, doesn't even think twice. The third three-pointer for the Raiders. Rough Riders have a 3, and a 3-point the conventional way by Porter. It's been nothing but threes tonight. A 30-second timeout will take 30 as well here on Live Ticket.
State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life, with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Carroll Higher Gymnasium. The Raiders off to a hot start from beyond the arc. They lead at 12-3. Let's keep with the pressure. Smalley and a whistle. Macy Wathen a little too aggressive on the defense. Picks up her first, team second. Rough Riders with the basketball. Morgan Johnson will bring it in on the near sideline. Smalley and Cole await the inbounds pass. Also out there is Katie Spicer, and now number 30. Auburn call. They're starting 5 back out there. They had somebody off the bench right side. Johnson thought about the 3. Up top, Smalley. One dribble to Spicer in the lane. Puts up the leaner. Shot won't go. And Gabby Love with the rebound. Outlet to Porter. Had some trouble hanging on to it. Finally gets away from the double team. Comes to the near side. Wathen. One dribble, steps back. Back to the zone defense for the Rough Riders. Ball up top. That is Gabby Love to Porter between the circles. 18 on the shot clock. Still plenty of time. The Raiders will reset. Porter makes her way to the right side. Wants a high pick. Doesn't really get a chance to use it. 7 on the shot clock and a holding foul out front. That is on Brooklyn Cole getting a little too aggressive. That will be her first, team second. Raider basketball on the near sideline. Raiders moving right to left here in period number 1. Get the ball to Porter. She and Jones exchange commentary. And now Porter will take it back over to the right. She wants the high pick. Not there. Come to Wathen on the left wing. There they use the high pick. Back to Gabby Love. Feeling it? Yes. Gabby Love drains her second 3 off the bench. She has 6. Raiders lead it 15 16-3. Midway point of period number 1. Ball in the front court on the dribble. Spicer rifles it underneath. Too hot for Aubrey McCall to handle, and out of bounds it goes. Cameron Wilkinson back in the lineup for the Rough Riders. For the Raiders, for their starting five out there. Gabby Love off the bench. She's drained a couple of threes. Porter brings the ball over the timeline. He's going to work to the left side. Still in the 2-3 zone are the Rough Riders. Gabby Love, right elbow. Up front, Jones over to Porter. Left side, her three looks good. No, rims out. But a pushing foul underneath. That will go against the Raiders. That is against Isabel Higgins. Her first team third. Looked like Porter had her dead to rights, and it couldn't hold. Rolls out, Rough Riders with the basketball, trailing by 12, 15-3, 3:42 remaining first quarter. Cole has the basketball in the front court. Reverse back out between the circles. Double team. Left side, Spicer three, bounces out. Wathen with a strong rebound. Double team in the backcourt. She'll bring it out on the dribble. Give it to Porter, near side, moving right to left. Crossover dribble in the lane. Ball knocked away, hits the floor, tied up, and Raider possession on the arrow. Raiders will send in three. Claire Fierro. Haley Oswald will come back in, and the other Love, Finley Love, the 5'5" freshman guard. They'll bunch four. It'll be Finley Love to trigger it in. Out top Wathen. Three. Bounces short. Rebound. Cleared by Johnson. Ahead to Spicer in the front court. Wathen picks her up. Crossover in the lane. Left side. Cole. Get 1-3. That one's going to be short. Long rebound. Handled by Oswald. She'll push it up. On the left-handed dribble. Back to Finley Love. Top of the key to Porter. Back in the left corner, Oswald. Looks up Finley Love. She'll take it back between the circle. Raiders will reset. 22 on the shot clock, working to the left side now. Up top, Porter. The ball knocked away by Cole. Porter all the way to midcourt. Thought about the three. Cole quickly recovers. Down on the baseline. Out top, Oswald. Three off the iron. Rebounded by Porter. Gets caught up on the baseline. She'll circle back out. No reset between the circles. With the new shot clock, Porter works to the right. Uses the high pick by Fierro. To Wathen. She used the pick by Fierro. Lost control of the basketball, but it goes right to Oswald. Back up to Wathen, left side. To Love. On the dribble at the foul line. Steps back, 17-footer. Drills it. They're all feeling it tonight. That's the first two-pointer for the Raiders after Porter started the game with a two-point play, or two-point basket and the free throw to convert the three-point play. Move the ball around the perimeter. In the hands of Wilkinson, back to Spicer, underneath McCall, puts up the scoop shot, gets it in the back of the iron, gets it to fall. That stops a 14-0 run by the Raiders. Score now 17-5. Stevens up by 12. Porter thought about the three, comes left side in the corner. Finley Love on the dribble, brings it all the way back up top to Wathen. She'll reset between the circles, 20 on the shot clock. Back to Finley Love. Steps over right of the circle, gets the three to go. Off the bench, Finley Love, Gabby Love, each with a couple of baskets. The Nicolette Larson song comes to mind, 20-5, minute 21 to go, first quarter. Long three, Spicer front iron, long rebound. Finley Love controls. Raiders have numbers. Finley Love, right side, tries to go left side to Oswald, but hustling back defensively, knocking it out of bounds was Cameron Wilkinson. Raiders will retain possession of the basketball. Baseline left. Sheridan Winter, the 5'3" senior, will come in for the Rough Riders. And it will be Finley Love. Get things in motion for the Raiders. Baseline left, almost falls over. Finally gets the ball into Fierro. Kick it back out to Wathen. Corner, Finley Love, 2 for 2. That one's short. Gets her own rebound, give it off to Wathen. Gets double team, back out to Porter. Goes between the legs, bounce pass right side to Wathen on the wing. Up top to Fierro. Back to Wathen, open three. Three is up, three is good. Macy Wathen, her second tray, 23-5. The Raiders blowing it open here in the first period. Spicer over the timeline. Wathen picks her up in the man-to-man defense. Raiders extend that defense out. High pick by McCall, switch by Fierro. Hooked the pass over to Smalley. Ball knocked away by Porter. Johnson had it, came back down with a traveling call. And the Raiders with 33.4 seconds to go will have the basketball. The shot clock is off with a lead of 18 here to close out the first period. Porter will walk the ball up. Roosevelt goes back to the man-to-man defense. Spicer will pick up Porter. Coach Adam Dannenbring calls out the play. 20 seconds. Porter yo-yos out in the jump circle. Spicer closes. Not enough for the count. Now Spicer will get a little closer. Still no count. 10 seconds. They spread it. Porter with the basketball tries to shake Spicer loose. In the lane, kick it out left side. Wathan passes on the three. Travels as she goes to the basket. Finley Love was open outside for the three. Wathan tried to make the move to the bucket. 1.7 seconds to go. Roosevelt will have the basketball, trailing by 18, 23-5. Big first quarter for the Raiders, and that is how it will end. A very fast-paced, quick first period. Raiders lead at 23-5. We're back in 1 minute with period number 2 from LiveTicket.tv.
You'll say yes to our year-end sell-down at the Denny Menholt Auto Group. Denny Menholt Toyota and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet. Say yes to 23 local and national lenders on hand competing for your business. Say yes to the most value for your trade with multiple appraisers bidding for it. Say yes and buy with no money down and no payments until March 2023. All credit applications accepted. Our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, keep it simple. Insure your car and home with Farm Bureau and you'll have a combined policy with one deductible that can cover it all. That means faster claim resolution and less hassle. Plus, you can save money in the long run. It's the quick way back to normal, because with Farm Bureau, you've got an agent who can make things right when things go wrong. Farm Bureau agents make insurance simple.
Call me, Tom Berger, your Farm Bureau agent in Rapid City, at 348-3470.
Tom Anderson back with you on GoRaidersLive.com on the LiveTicket.tv network. 23-5 at the end of the first quarter. Rapid City Stevens with the lead. Roosevelt will get the ball to start the quarter. And a whistle on the floor. Raiders will pick up their 4th team foul. That will go against Finley Love, her first personal, baseline left. It is Spicer McCall. Back to Spicer underneath, bounce it, trying to get Brooklyn Cole. Morgan Johnson out there along with Sheridan Winter. 5 to start the quarter for the Rough Riders. Left side, Gabby Love, 3 is up, 3 is good. Her 3rd tray of the night. Raiders had 6 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. They start the second period with a 3-pointer as well. They lead at 26-5, just underway. Second period, Johnson goes left side to Cole. Back to Johnson. Right side, they'll work it in the corner. Johnson puts it up, shot too far. Rebound by Porter on the run. She'll bring it up. Finley Love on her right. Stop, pop, 3 is good. Unbelievable shooting by the Raiders here in the first half. Finley Love has her second 3. 8 points off the bench for Finley, 9 points off the bench for Gabby. Full timeout, 7:06 to go, second period. The Raiders up 29-5. We're back in 1 minute on GoRaidersLive.com.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
Out of the timeout, Rough Riders with the basketball. They will bring Matasia Cousins in the game. Inbounds the ball to Johnson. Give it to Cole, still in the backcourt. Brittany Jones back in the lineup for the Raiders. On the drive, Cole is cut off as Higgins stepped in. Higgins with the rebound. Throws it ahead to Porter. Too tall, too far. Out of bounds it goes. Raiders will bring Fierro, Oswald, and Wathman in for the first time tonight. Talia Porter will sit down. Gabby Love to the bench along with Isabella Higgins. 6:49 remaining, first half, 29-5. The Raiders with the lead. Brooklyn Cole with the basketball in the front court, picks up the dribble, bounces it underneath. Fierro steps around McCall, recovers the basketball, then steps out of bounds before she can get the pass out to Oswald. Turnover by the Raiders. It'll be Rough Rider basketball on the near sideline as they move left to right here in the first half. Just inside the free throw line extended, Johnson gets the basketball into Spicer. Bounce underneath to McCall. Goes up strong and hits it. Aubrey McCall has her second basket. That stops a 12-0 run by the Raiders. So they put together 14-0 and 12-0 runs. Brittany Jones on the hesitation goes left side to Oswald. Spins back to Jones. Left corner. Shot is up. She joins the three fest. Brittany Jones. 9 threes on the night for the Raiders, plus a traditional 2+1. They lead it by 25, 32-7. 6 minutes to go, second period. Spicer works the ball right side against Wathen all the way to the baseline, throws it out left side. Johnson had it, couldn't find anything underneath. Back to Spicer, right side, gets the pick from Cousins. Spins around on the switch. Finley Love picks her up. Right side, Cousins fakes the three, drives the baseline, double team. Back to Johnson, just inside the three line. Drops in the two-pointer. Her first basket, 32-9 the score. On the drive, Finley Love, way too hard underneath, rebound by Cole. She'll bring it down hard the other way. Through traffic, puts up the scoop, shot won't go. Wathen with the rebound. She'll bring it the other way for the Raiders, moving right to left on the far sideline. Back up top, Finley Love takes a look. Little juke up front, free throw line, and she is bumped by McCall coming out to help on the defense. McCall, that will be her first, team third. Raiders with 5 team fouls. 5:18 to go, second period, 32-9. The Raiders lead it. Finley Love will sit down. Porter back in the game for Rapid City Stevens. She gets the inbounds pass. Takes a look at that defense for the Rough Riders. I couldn't figure out if it was man-to-man or zone. Porter on the turnaround, couldn't get the shot to go, but that will be free throw time for Talia Porter as Morgan Johnson commits the foul. 4 team fouls apiece now. Porter back to the line. Just 3 points in the game for Talia Porter. She hasn't really needed to score as the Raiders have just been tossing them in left and right from beyond the arc. Porter spins, releases, shot is good. 2 for 2 from the line. She now has 4 points in the game, and the Raiders are up 33-9. 5:10 remaining first half. Porter steps up for her second free throw. Spin, release, nothing but the bottom of the net, and it's 2 for Porter from the line. 34-9 lead for the Raiders. Into Cole. Raiders stay with full court pressure. Brittany Jones will pick up Cole. Cole walks it up, lets the traffic clear over the timeline, left side. Picks up the dribble. Now Jones all over her, trying to pivot away. Jones reaches in. Ball knocked away. Oswald tries to save it, out of bounds it goes. Awfully close to a 5-second call. And it will be Roosevelt basketball in front of the Raiders bench on the far side. It'll be Johnson to bring the basketball in. Gets it to Cole half court. Back to Spicer. Spicer calls out the offensive set. Works to the left side against Wathen. Wathen cuts her off. Spin back out top. Wilkinson drives to the basket. Bodies are drawn, and Wilkinson high off the board gets it to go somehow. Some way it found the bottom of the net. 34-11. Jones up top for the Raiders. She'll back it out. Roosevelt has gone man-to-man. Left side in the corner. Oswald crossover on the dribble drive. Has the ball knocked away. Elizabeth Asifa, a 6-foot junior, comes over defensively to help. The ball knocked out of bounds, and it will belong to the Rough Riders. Baseline left. Winter back in for Sioux Falls. Brooklyn Cole gets a well-deserved rest. Lineup 4, give it to Porter, left elbow. Double teamed again. Give it to Wathen. She'll drive the right side, puts up the runner. Shot won't go. Spicer clears the board. She'll bring it out on the dribble over the timeline. Goes left side. Winter in transition. Shot is up and good. And all of a sudden we have life for the Rough Riders here in the second period. It's still down by 21. Porter's 3. That is off the mark. Thought she had an opening. Good close by the Rough Riders on defense. Rough Riders have put up 8 points in the quarter after scoring just 5 in the entire first period. Winner on the dribble over the timeline, picked up by Jones. Jones forces her to pick it up, reaches in, ties her up, and Raiders will have the basketball on the tie-up. Brittany Jones, so tough defensively. Forced Winter to pick up the basketball on the dribble and then closed in, got the hands in there, got the jump ball, and the Raiders have it on the possession arrow with 3:45 remaining in the first half. 34-13 lead for the Raiders. Porter works around the pick by Fierro, goes left side, Oswald open, and the three is off the mark. Porter got the basketball, ran into the defender, that was Cameron Wilkinson, hit the floor kind of oddly and hard, but she comes up okay. For the Raiders, we have Hallie Peterson, number 23, Gabby Love back in along with Higgins. They'll bunch 5 at the lane. Unfortunately for the Raiders, somebody does have to take it out of bounds. It'll be Peterson. Porter is just going to try and steal the inbounds pass, but the official didn't give it to her. Gabby Love has the basketball in the lane, spin out, give it to Peterson, right side in the corner to Fierro. Back out top to Porter. Looks right, looks left, directs traffic. Still on the dribble. Johnson in front of her, right side Fierro. Quick move to the basket, puts up the floater, leaves it short, has the rebound, can't control the rebound. And battling with her was Spicer for the Rough Riders, and they will have the ball on the possession arrow. Rough Riders send Cameron Wilkinson to the bench. Madison Smalley back in. Spicer with the basketball. Finley Love picks her up full court. Approaching 3 minutes to go. Raiders lead it by 21, 34-13. Slowed their offensive roll down here a little bit. They started off on fire. Haven't been able to find the three range. They may have used up all their threes for the next couple of games. 9 from beyond the arc here in the first half for the Raiders. Quick move to the basket. Smalley's shot is up off the board, and the Rough Riders have been kissed in the glass here in the second period. Smalley with her first basket. I think every shot's been a bank shot. Quick move to the basket. Finley Love. Spicer comes over to help. Spicer knocks Love to the ground, and Finley Love to the line. She will have a pair of free throws. Spicer will pick up her seventh team foul, so the Raiders will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Here with 2:40 to go in the first half, Finley Love in the act of shooting, will shoot a pair, gets the first to go. 8 points off the bench from the field, now 1 from the line. The Raiders lead back to 20, 35-15. Winter to the bench, and Cousins back in for the Rough Riders. Second free throw from Finley Love, pushes it up, flips the twine twice. 36-15, Raiders lead it by 21, 2.5 to go, first half. Spicer works against Finley Love out front on the left-hand dribble, left side. Gets the pass to Smalley, right back to Spicer on the wing, extended up top to Johnson. Right wing, Cousins takes a look, has some room, gives it to Spicer down on the block, puts it up with the left hand. Couldn't get it to go, got her offensive rebound out top. Smalley's shot short, long rebound tapped around into the hands of Peterson, and Higgins not able to slide in and save it. Out of bounds it goes. And it's a 36-15 lead for the Raiders, 2:11 remaining in period number 2. Johnson will bring the basketball in to Spicer. She'll walk it into the front court. Finley Love waits for her there. Porter didn't have to switch. Instead, it's Higgins. They slip the screen to McCall. Her bank shot left short. Ball knocked around, out of bounds. A little long to Rapid City Stevens. Take under 2 minutes to go now in the first half. 36-15, the Raiders with the lead. Porter will give the ball to Love and get it right back. She'll run the point for Rapid City Stevens. She's going to work to the left side now. Man-to-man defense for the Rough Riders. High pick from Higgins. Porter goes to the right side. Up top, Gabby Love drives hard in the basket. Goes to Peterson. Back up top to Porter. Left-handed dribble drives. Splits the defense. Puts it up with the right hand, and she will go back to the foul line. 8th team foul against the Rough Riders. And that will be the second against McCall. Porter, a perfect 3 of 3 from the line. 5 points, make it 6. Raiders blazing from three-point land, and they are perfect from the foul line as well. Porter now 4 of 4. Finley Love added a couple. Big shooting first half for Rapid City Stevens. Porter counts it twice from the charity stripe, 38-15. Raiders with the 23-point lead, a minute and a half remaining first half. Doubleheader tonight here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. The boys' game to follow. Shot blocked by Gabby Love as Madison Smalley tried to get the jumper up top. Spicer pushes up the three and hits the three. Spicer gets her first basket. Raiders lead at 20. Porter, left side on the dribble. Bounce it to Gabby Love in the corner, right back to Porter on the left wing. Skip pass. Love shot was short. Peterson with the long rebound. Gabby Love from the other side. Her shot is short, and it is Porter gathering up the rebound. She'll put up the three from the corner. Rims it out. Raiders had three good looks. Couldn't get any of them to go. And here come the Rough Riders the other way. Spicer with the basketball out front on the dribble. It's a big high pick from McCall. McCall on the pick and roll. Shot won't go. Kept it alive, but right in the hands of Porter, who was standing out of bounds when she got control of the basketball. McCall with a good look. Couldn't get it to convert. Rough Riders will keep possession with 42 seconds to go. New shot clock. Raiders up by 20. Get the ball into McCall, far corner. Ball knocked away by Haley Oswald, who's coming back in for Coach Adam Dan. Brings Rapid City Stevens Raiders. Joins Higgins, Porter, Peterson, and Wathen as the five on the floor for the Raiders. Brooklyn Cole will come back in. Spicer will sit down. And it'll be Morgan Johnson triggering from the far sideline, trying to get it to Cole. Oswald denying, finally throws it over the defense, goes right side to Smalley. Underneath to McCall, faces up against Higgins. Goes left, comes back right, shot was short. Wathen with the rebound, throws ahead. Porter left side, puts it up with the left hand, converts, and one. Back to the free throw line, goes to Leah Porter. Great pass by Wathen right over the defender. Porter catches it in stride, hits the bucket, her first of the second period, and she is back to the line. Her fourth trip, she's a perfect 5 for 5, has 9 points here in the first half. 23.9 to go. Porter's free throw off the back iron. The first miss for the Raiders from the free throw line tonight. Cousins with the ball in the front court, works the left side. High pick from McCall to Johnson. Right of the circle, one dribble, two dribbles. Now she'll back it out. Cole open, left of the circle, three. Hits the back of the rim. Higgins clears it out. She'll bring it up on the dribble. 4 seconds to go. Porter, right side, splits the defense. Hard to the basket, runs into the Rough Riders defender. No foul called as the first half ends with the Raiders leading at 40-18 in the first game of our doubleheader here tonight from Carroll Higher Gymnasium. We'll take a few minutes, let our sponsors visit with you. We'll be back to count the numbers at the half. This is Rapid City Stevens Raiders basketball tonight on GoRaidersLive.com, part of the LiveTicket.tv network.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
You'll say yes to our year-end sell-down at the Denny Manholt Auto Group. Denny Manholt Toyota and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet for a year-end sell-down. Say yes to a big selection. Over 360 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics. Say yes to big savings. Buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. That's no payments until March 2023. Say yes to a great value. Hurry, our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet.
You're doing a lot. Maybe you're starting a family, building a home, growing a business. Security First Bank knows your life is constantly changing. And while our commitment remains constant, we're changing too. With tools, technology, and new products from people you trust. For all the ways you're changing and all the things you're doing, we're the bank. Security First Bank. Member FDIC.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements. Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com. Hi,
My kid wrecked his car, his third car. The kid needs a car. We need the kid to have a car. What did I do? I begged my insurance agent for mercy. That's another story. Then I went to Copper Motors in Rapid City and found a safe, reliable car.
Copper & Motors is a small, trusted dealership specializing in safe, quality pre-owned vehicles. No pressure, no hassle. Each vehicle is inspected, serviced, and detailed with a warranty like no other. Copper & Motors, corner of Campbell and Omaha.
You'll say yes to our year-end sell-down at the Denny Manhunt Auto Group. Denny Manhunt Toyota and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet for a year-end sell-down. Say yes to a big selection. Over 360 used cars, trucks, and SUVs, imports, and domestics. Say yes to big savings. Buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. That's no payments until March 2023. Say yes to a great value. Hurry, our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Manhunt Rapid Chevrolet.
You're doing a lot. Maybe you're starting a family, building a home, growing a business, or investing in your legacy. Security First Bank knows your life is constantly changing. And while our commitment remains constant, we're changing too, with tools, technology, and new products from people you trust. For all the ways you're changing and all the things you're doing, we're the bank. Security First Bank. Member FDIC. You're doing...
Great news! I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price, just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm Agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Welcome back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium. Tom Anderson with you tonight on GoRaidersLive.com. We are at the half, 40-18, Rapid City Stevens with a big first half against Sioux Falls Roosevelt. They led 23-5 at the end of the first half. They outscored the Rough Riders 17-13, a little bit more tightly contested second period, and the Raiders lead it by 22. Brooklyn Cole for Sioux Falls Roosevelt had a three-point basket in the first quarter, her only points of the night. In fact, there are no Rough Riders with more than one basket in the game. 2 points from Madison Smalley came in the second period. Katie Spicer's three came in the second period. Cameron Wilkinson, Morgan Johnson, Aubrey McCall, all with 2 points in the second period. And I just lied. Aubrey McCall had a basket in the first quarter as well. She has 4 points, and Sheridan Winter off the bench with 2 points. No free throws attempted for Sioux Falls Roosevelt in that first half, despite the heavy defensive pressure from Rapid City Stevens. For the Raiders, they canned 6 3-pointers in that first quarter. They added 3 more in the second period for a total of 9. They had just 3 2-pointers in the first half. 7 of 8 from the foul line, 6 of 7 in the second period, 1 of 1 in the first quarter. All but 2 of those free throws by Talia Porter as she went 4, make that 5 of 6 from the foul line. Finley Love added the other 2 free throws, 2 of 2. 3 points for Brittany Jones. Her three-pointer came in the second period. 9 points for Talia Porter. 10 for Finley Lob off the bench. She had a 3 in each period. Added the 2 free throws in the second quarter and a 2-pointer in the first period. 3 points for Isabel Higgins. 6 for Macy Wathen. She banged in a couple of threes in the first period. And Gabby Love off the bench hit 2 quick three-pointers in the first quarter. Added another in the third. She has 9 points for Rapid City Stevens. For the Raiders in the second half, we expect to see the bench get maybe a little bit of play. Raiders 4-1 on the season, coming off a very tough game against Spearfish, in which the Spartans got within a 5-point margin at the end. They lose that one 53-48. They beat Rapid City Central in what was a very close first half before they put up 21 straight points in the third quarter to pull away there. Their other wins came against Douglas and Aberdeen Central. Their one loss to Pierre, 58-46. Let's take a look at some of the scores across the state. First on the boys' side, Rapid City Christian goes to North Dakota for a tournament. They beat Dickinson Trinity 55-46. Sioux Falls O'Gorman, with 5 minutes left in the fourth period, lead by 11 over Watertown 53-45. Yankton and Mitchell just underway. Yankton, the number 9 team, against Mitchell, number 5, 9-2. Yankton early in the first quarter. Sioux Falls Washington big over Aberdeen Central. They doubled them up 78-39. Later tonight, Rapid City Central hosting Sioux Falls Jefferson. And in the second game of our doubleheader here, it will be Rapid City Stevens taking on Sioux Falls Roosevelt. On the girls' side of things tonight, the scores that we have in, Sioux Falls Jefferson leads Rapid City Central 39-23, just underway in the third quarter. Check that, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. The game a little bit ahead of us here at Carroll High. Rapid City Christian girls win big against Dickinson Trinity 74-21, and Sioux Falls O'Gorman, the number 1 Lady Knights, 61-49 win over Watertown. Sioux Falls Washington leading Aberdeen Central 41-16 at the end of 3, and it is Brandon Valley at the end of 3 up by 13 over Brookings 43-30. In the polls this week, on the girls' side, Sioux Falls O'Gorman number 1, followed by Washington, Pierre, Jefferson, and Harrisburg. Rapid City Stevens receiving some votes. We'll see how they do against the number 4 Jefferson Cavaliers as they come in tomorrow afternoon in a doubleheader here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium. In Class A, it's Hamlin, which upset former number 1 St. Thomas More last weekend. Wagner's number 2 St. Thomas More falls to number 3. They had a big win last night at Sturgis, a game heard here on LiveTicket.tv. Congratulations to Brandon Campbell, who got his 400th career win last night in Sturgis. T-Area Red Cloud make their first appearance in the polls. T-Area at number 4, Red Cloud at 5, and in Class B, Viborg Hurley, followed by Woolsey Washington, Centerville, Jones County, and Sully Buttes. We are ready for period number 3 here on GoRaidersLive.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you missed the first half, just tuning in now, you can always go back and watch it. And it was quite a sight in the first half as the Raiders just dropped in 3 after 3, 9 3-pointers in the first half for Rapid City Stevens. Raiders will start the half with the basketball. It'll be Porter, Jones, Oswald, Higgins, and Wathen. Their starting 5 back out there. We'll set the Rough Rider lineup here. It is Spicer, Cole, Smalley, Johnson, and McCall. Their starting 5 for Coach Blake Bradfield. Porter works it to Wathen as they work the perimeter left corner. Oswald dumping underneath. That is Wathen. Kick it back out top. Higgins pump fake. McCall picks her up to Porter left side to Wathen on the drive. Puts up the runner. Shot no good. Too hard. Rebounded by Johnson. Rough Riders come the other way. Right to left to Cole. Right side. Up top to Spicer. Coach Bradfield hollering out instructions. Johnson, left side. Cole has the basketball up top between the circles to Spicer. Johnson, they'll work the perimeter. Smalley gets it to Spicer. And Spicer to Smalley on the cut. Can't handle the pass. Here comes the Raiders the other way. Minute gone. Porter right side. Looks underneath, has Higgins, faces up against McCall, fall away jumper, she'll shoot a pair. McCall, pretty good defense, but Higgins with the fall away draws the foul. Higgins with a 3-pointer in the first quarter, her first trip to the free throw line. Minute 3 gone here in period number 3. Higgins free throw, and nothing but twine for Isabel Higgins, she has 4 in the game, and it is a 41-18 lead for the Raiders. Second free throw flips the net as well, and it's a 42-18 lead. Reminder, in basketball, the mercy rule is a 30-point lead and a running clock thereafter, stopping only for timeouts and free throws. Brittany Jones all over Cole. Throw it in the corner to Johnson, dump it underneath on the right side of McCall, spins left, goes right, shot won't hold the iron, rebounded by Higgins. She'll run it out, bring it right up the backside of the Roosevelt Rider defense, puts up the fall-away jumper from the right side, off the mark, Spicer clears the board. Out top, Smalley will slow it down now, gets a high pick from McCall, comes near side to Johnson, to Spicer on the left wing to Cole. Looks for a cutter, nobody there. Uses the high pick by McCall, goes right side to Smalley. 18 on the shot clock. The Smalley crossover dribble, back out top, or right side rather. Johnson's 3 skips off the back iron. Cole and Porter battle for it. Cole saves it back in, and finally into the hands of Spicer. Spicer, stop, pop, right of the circle. 3 is short. Higgins battling with Johnson, comes away with the rebound, runs into Johnson and stays on her feet in the front court on the dribble, up top to Porter between the circles. Raiders up 42-18, 5:47 to go third quarter. Move the ball underneath. Higgins back up top. Porter step back 3 is off the back iron. Cole kept it alive into the hands of McCall. Now to Johnson, back to Cole, right side over the timeline. Picked up by Jones. Up top, Spicer overshoots her and out of bounds it goes. They say it's tipped by the Raiders and it will stay with the Rough Riders. So the officials confer. Macy Wathen says, wait a minute, I didn't tip the basketball. I didn't touch it until it went out of bounds, but the officials saw the tip, and it'll be Rough Rider basketball. Trailing 42-18, 5.5 remaining, third quarter. Cole with the crossover, shakes Finley Love for a moment, picks up the dribble. Finley Love all over her, goes to Johnson, left side. Wilkinson has come in for the Rough Riders, has the basketball on the dribble, works against Wathen. Over to Smalley on the right wing. Underneath to McCall, powers up against Fierro, leaves it short. Fierro clears the board. McCall with a big size advantage, couldn't take advantage. Here comes Wathen. Lost the basketball, comes up with it. Finley Love, nice stop and go move off the board, it's good. Finley Love, little hesitation move, then explodes to the baseline, puts it up off the board, 44-18. Raiders with the lead. Love all over Cole out front. Cole tries to come left side, does to Johnson, on the wing to Wilkinson. Looking for McCall underneath. Fierro battling, trying to deny the basketball, fronting McCall. They can't get it to her. They come back to the near side. Smalley makes the move, right elbow. Ball knocked away by Finley Love. The ball is loose, still loose, and picked up by Wathen. Wathen, right side, bangs into Wilkinson. Offensive foul. Wilkinson well established defensively. Wathen will pick up her second. She could have stopped and hit the 10-foot jumper. It was right there for her. She also had a teammate coming on the right side, but she tries to go to the bucket, and it costs her her second personal foul. Higgins and Gabby Love come back in along with Brittany Jones. Fierro, Oswald, and Macy Wathen will sit down. For Roosevelt, Cousins is back on the floor along with Winter, who handles the basketball in the front court. Works it to the right side, wearing that big, heavy knee brace. To Johnson, left side, Cousins on the dribble, cut off by Jones. Back up top, Asifa has come back in. She has the basketball on the give and go. Shot is good. First basket of the period for the Rough Riders. 24-point lead up top. Gabby Love and Porter bang into each other. Now they'll reset to the right side. Porter working against Johnson, steps through the double team. Shot won't go. Asifa with the rebound to Johnson. Back up top to Winter. She crossed the timeline. Comes left side to Wilkinson. She'll hold the basketball underneath to Asifa, and she was battling a little bit with Higgins. Never really got a good beat on the basketball. Went right under her arm and out of bounds. 3:35 to go in period number 3. The Raiders lead it by 24, 44-20. Jones will walk the basketball up. Right side picked up by Winter, up top to Higgins, left side to Porter. The pick to Jones, in the lane, back to Porter. On the dribble, right side, Higgins works the baseline, gets caught up, kicks it out, left side. Finley Love lost the basketball, Winter picks it up, Here comes Gabby Love the other way. Shot is up. Shot is no good. Good hustle by Gabby Love to disturb the layup. Here comes Finley Love the other way. Left-handed shot blocked by Spicer, and the loose ball picked up by Wilkinson. So 2 fast breaks denied, and here come the Rough Riders the other way. Just under 3 minutes to go third quarter. 44-20, Raiders with the lead. Spicer's 3, out of bounds it sails, and it will be Rapid City Stevens basketball. Macy Wathen back into the Raider lineup, and Talia Porter will get her second break of the night. See if they leave her out the rest of the period. Wouldn't expect to see a lot of the Raiders starters in the fourth quarter as they lead it now by 24. Brittany Jones runs the point in absence of Porter. Goes right by Winter in the lane. Tries to get over to Higgins. Stepping in with the steal, though, is Spicer. Has Cousins coming the other way. Puts it up with the left hand, leaves it short, and then a whistle underneath. And it's a late whistle. Cousins will go to the line to shoot a pair. The foul whistled against Gabby Love, the trailing defender. That will be her first. Just the second team foul against the Raiders, just one against the Rough Riders. Been a very fast-paced third quarter. Cousins free throw, back iron, no good. So Cousins trying to get in the book here. Misses the first free throw. 5'5" freshman steps up, releases, and hits it. Rattles the rim just a bit. It falls through the bottom of the net. 44-29, just under 2.5 to go third quarter. Jones up top to Higgins. She'll dribble it over, give it off to Gabby Love as Cousins tries to fight her way through the screen by Higgins. Tough defense by Cousins, but she will pick up the personal. That will be her first, team second. Sideline right. Wathen will bring it in. Roosevelt has picked up the defensive intensity here with their man-to-man defense. They started off in a 2-3 zone, and the Raiders just torched it. Here in the second half, they're man-to-man. The second quarter, they went to a man-to-man. Slowed things down a bit. Brittany Jones fakes the three from the right side. Still on the dribble, works against Spicer. Left corner to Higgins. One dribble, tries to get Gabby Love, and there's Cousins with the defensive play again, and the steal into the hands of Johnson. Throw it ahead to Winter. This 5 for the Rough Riders out on the floor, putting together a little bit of a stretch. Winters, right side, picks up the dribble, comes back up top to Johnson. Left side, Spicer, work it all the way in the corner. Cousins on the fake, drives by Gabby Love. Love recovers and then drags the back foot. Gabby Love with the quick recovery defensively forces the turnover. And Porter spends about a minute on the bench on the game clock. She comes back in along with Fierro and Oswald. Gabby Love and Macy Wathen stay out on the floor for Coach Adam Dannenbrink. Raiders 4-1 on the year, trying to pick up win number 5 and 6 this weekend. Timeout on the floor, minute 38 remaining, and the Raiders with that 23-point lead. It is a full timeout. We'll take 60 seconds as well. This is Raider basketball tonight on liveticket.tv. GoRaidersLive.com.
At Monument Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we are here to help you make your comeback. Our team is standing by to diagnose and treat your injury with some of the most advanced treatment options available and same-day appointments. Monument Health practitioners work closely with our therapists and physicians in communities throughout the Black Hills, with locations in Rapid City and Spearfish. Visit monument.health/orthopedics for more information. That's monument.health/orthopedics for more information.
Back to Carroll Higher Gymnasium, minute 30 to go, third quarter. Raiders with the basketball. Gabby Love, along with Fierro. Porter, who has the basketball, splits the defense, puts the shot up in traffic, won't go. Johnson with the rebound. Here come the Rough Riders the other way. On the dribble now, slow it down, come to Spicer left side. Wathen closes Spicer to the basket, puts up the floater, shot won't go. Macy Wathen will pick up defensive foul number 3. Actually, his second defensive foul. She had an offensive foul on the last whistle. 3 fouls against the Raiders. And Spicer in the act of shooting. Just one trip to the free throw line for the Rough Riders so far in the game. Cousins hit 1 of 2. Now Spicer hits her first. Raiders have scored just 4 points in the quarter. Second free throw by Spicer is good. They've actually been outscored in the period now 5-4 by the Rough Riders. Very fast-paced third quarter, but not a whole lot of offense going on. Out top to Wathen. Defense is starting to toughen up some, closing the gaps, not giving up the open looks. Fierro to the basket, off the glass. No, rebound. Asifa, she'll clear it out to Johnson, brings it up on the near side as the Rough Riders go right to left. Picks up the dribble, ahead to Winter. She'll work against Oswald. To Spicer, and Wathen will pick up foul number 4. Coach Adam Dannenbring just kind of shakes his head. That's going to bring Higgins in. Blowout or not, you don't want to have your players playing not so smart basketball. Wathen a little bit too aggressive, 30 feet from the basket, picks up foul number 4. In a close game later in the year, that could be a big play. I'm sure she's going to have a little learning experience when they watch the game film here. 45 seconds to go to Cousins, right side, quick move, shot is up, no good. And she will go back to the line as Higgins picks up the foul. That will be her second, team 5th. 44-23. Cousins 1 of 2 from the line. Her only point of the night has come here in the period number 3. Natasia Cousins, a 5'5" freshman. Back iron too hard, no good. Three of 5 from the charity stripe for Sioux Falls Roosevelt here in this period. Free throw hits 1 of 2. She's 2 of 4 on the night. 6 straight points for Roosevelt after the Raiders scored the first 4 points pretty quickly in the period. Gabby Love got off to a hot start, gets the ball up top to Porter. Raiders all got off to a hot start. Porter drive, shot good. Porter, her first basket of the period. She has 11. She's been battling underneath. She's a point guard, but then she battles underneath with the bigs as well. Makes her so dangerous. Cousins right wing, one dribble back up top to Winter, left side to Johnson. Porter in front of her, comes to Spicer. Oswald tries to stay in front. Spicer spins, steps, scoop, shot. No, back to the line. Go the Rough Riders. They didn't shoot a free throw in the first half. And this is now their 4th trip to the foul line with 2.6 seconds to go in the third quarter. Spicer just hit 2 from the charity stripe. Has 5 points on the night. Free throw rattles around, falls through. And Spicer, the only senior in the starting lineup, pushes the second, flips the net 1 time, 2 times, 26 points for the Rough Riders. Porter in traffic, shot no good. And Porter's going to shoot a pair. She comes to the free throw line with a big smile on her face. She actually got glass on the shot. The foul will go against Spicer. Very costly. That's Spicer's 3rd. Just the 3rd team foul against Roosevelt, but Spicer will pick up her 3rd now with a quarter to play. Porter's free throw hits the back of the rim, falls forward. 5 of 6 from the charity stripe for Porter on the night before that miss. Spins the ball, releases, and that one rattles out. She misses them both. Now she was beyond the 3 arc. She has 1 more to go. So Porter trying to convert 1 of the 3 here. Free throw there. That's off the mark as well. Porter goes 0 for 3. She came in shooting 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. We're back in 1 minute with the 4th quarter on GoRaidersLive.com.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with Colton, who's right here in the area. And a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of Colton today, and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
You'll say yes to
Fourth period, first game of our doubleheader here at Carroll Higher Gymnasium tonight. Tom Anderson with you on LiveTicket.tv network. This is GoRaidersLive.com. It's the Raiders hosting Sioux Falls Roosevelt. And the Lady Raiders up by 20, 46-26. Roosevelt will start with the basketball underneath the Spicer, puts up with the right hand, rolls around and off. Higgins with the rebound for the Raiders, off to Porter. Finley Love also out there along with Brittany Jones and Hallie Peterson. Out to Finley Love, pushes the three, leaves it short. Porter battles Johnson for the rebound, and Porter's going to get called for going over the back. Just her first. It will be team foul number 7 against the Raiders, loose ball foul. And the Rough Riders, who went 6 of 8 from the free throw line in the third quarter after shooting no free throws in the first half, will start the period from the charity stripe. And it will be Morgan Johnson. Johnson, 2 points. She had a basket in the second quarter. Hits the first free throw here. Rough Riders actually outscored Rapid City Stevens in that third quarter, 8-6. Free throw here by Johnson. Cuts the Raider lead to 19. And the 5'10 sophomore hits them both. The Rough Riders, who have not had a win yet this year and has a long way to go here, trailing by 18 in the fourth quarter, showing a little bit of life, especially since they went man-to-man. Finley Love all the way to the basket. Shot is good. Finley Love has 14 as she finds the hole in that Rider man-to-man defense. Brooklyn Cole comes up top to Spicer. Ball goes through her hands. Finley Love comes flying across. Gets body checked by Spicer, hits the floor, and Love will pick up the foul, her second, team 8th. And back to the free throw line come the Rough Riders. If they can score with the clock shut down, at least they have an opportunity to cut into this, but they trail by 20 right now, 48-28. Free throw short on the 1-on-1, but the rebound by Johnson. Johnson's follow, rims out, no good. Spicer with the offensive rebound. Out top to Cole. Right side, Smalley back to Cole. Spicer's three, left wing, off the iron, no good. And Higgins battles with Cole underneath. Cole will get called for the foul, her second, team 4th. Cole with her third foul. This one in the book somewhere along the way, as I'm wont to do. Finley Love with the basketball, will run the ball left side, use the high pick by Porter, still on the dribble, right side, kick it out, corner, Brittany Jones, three, too hard, rebound Spicer, throws it ahead, Johnson, 2-on-1, dribbles and stops and walks and travels and gives the ball back to the Raiders. Good hustle by Stevens to get back defensively. They cut off the path to the basket for Johnson. She couldn't decide if she wanted to go up with the shot or stop it and give up the pass. Instead, turns it over. And the Raiders with the basketball in the hands of Finley Love. Left side, high pick from Porter. Love goes away from the pick, off to Peterson. She'll take it back out against Spicer. Left side, Finley Love. Off to Brittany Jones. Had the three, passed on it. Wanted to go to Peterson on the left side. And then gets called for the travel. In front of the Raider bench, Adam Dannenbring, the coach, is saying, now, didn't you see the push that caused her to travel? He's still talking to the other official now. With a 20-point lead, you can take that with a grain of salt. Fourth period, the Raiders lead at 48-28. Now Jones with the reach. And Coach Adambring takes his hand and says, points to his head, you got to use your head. That's mid-court trying to come up with the loose or the steal. Instead, the 19th foul against the Raiders, just the first against Jones. Again, it's the little things. You lead by 20, but you still want to play smart basketball because those bad habits can transfer into the next game and the game after that. But Coach Adam Dannenbring not taking for granted the 20-point lead. He continues to coach good basketball for the Raiders. At the foul line, the 1-on-1 is off the back iron by Cole. Long rebound, battling for it. Brittany Jones comes up with it. And the Raiders have the basketball in the hands of Talia Porter. Still on the dribble. Crossover, left side. Oswald up top on the wing to Jones, underneath to Porter. Triple teamed McCall with the reach. That'll be team foul number 5. It'll be Raider basketball underneath. Now the official conferring. I want to make sure they have it on the right player. And it will be against McCall, her third. Rough Riders 0-4 on the year, but it looks like they have some talent to work with. 4 sophomores in the starting lineup. A couple of juniors off the bench that have contributed. Porter, who missed 3 free throws at the end of the third quarter, getting fouled on the last shot attempt of the period. Back in the groove, she hits the free throw here. 2 ticks over 6 minutes to go in the game, and it's a 21-point lead for the Raiders. Trying to hit the half-century mark, and the ball dances around, falls through for Porter. And the Raiders are at 50. They've been at least 50 points in every one of their games so far this year. That streak will continue as they lead it by 22. Cole works the left side against Brittany Jones, tries to work back. Jones denies, going to force her to her left. Big pick by McCall. Fierro on the switch, back out top. Johnson gets Porter up in the air, then puts up the 15-footer, leaves it way short. Here comes Oswald the other way on the dribble. McCall back defensively, cuts her off. Give the ball to Porter between the circles. Raiders will reset. 5.5 to go, fourth quarter. Porter, step back 3, shot is good. Rolls around, drops through, and Porter with her first 3. The last one to the three-point party. The Raiders had 9 threes in the first half. Porter didn't have one of them. She had a traditional three-point play. Cole leans in against Porter. Contact, no foul. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders. It will stay with Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Sifa will come back in. McCall will sit down. Cousins back on the floor. She's had a good floor game for Roosevelt. She is just a freshman. So again, some good young talent here for the Rough Riders. They may have a tough go of it this year. First year under Coach Blake Bradfield. They have some things to work with. Spicer, a senior, gives up the ball right side. Johnson way out over the 3 line. One dribble, picks it up. Now Oswald with her, finds Cole on the cut. Porter knocks her to the ground. Cole didn't really have good balance. It didn't take much for Porter to get the bump and knock Cole to the ground. Team foul number 10, and it'll be double bonus for the last 5:01 of the fourth quarter here for Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Porter picks up her second. See how much longer Coach Adam Dannenbring stays with his starters out there. Gabby Love has come into the Raider lineup. When I say starters, I'm talking about all the players that get in rotation. Adam Dannenbring goes deep in the rotation. I've got 10 players in the book, and we've not seen Morgan Jostin. Second free throw, no good. Asifa goes over the top of Gabby Love, who had the good box out. So Cole misses a pair of free throws. Porter with the basketball. Fierro, Wathen has come back in. Gabby Love and who else we have? Oswald out there. Wathen has the basketball, hands it off to Porter. Left wing, looks underneath Fierro, battling against a much taller Asifa. Porter with the basketball, tries to get it across to Wathen as she splits the defense. And Porter will go to the line to shoot the 101 as Brooklyn Cole picks up her, well, I thought they said number 3. It was number 3. Brooklyn Cole picks up her 4th. 17 fouls, so the 101 for Talia Porter. 5 points in the quarter, 16 in the game. And to the free throw line, third time in the half. Hit her last 3. Was 5 of 6 in the first half. Missed all 3 in the third period. Has now hit 4 for 4 in the fourth quarter. And the Raiders lead it by 27, 55-28. Spicer dribbles it over the timeline, approaching 4.5 to go. Fourth quarter, Spicer still on the dribble, blows by Oswald. Help defense by Gabby Love draws the offensive foul against Spicer. That will be her 4th. Player control foul, no free throws. It'll be Raider basketball in the backcourt. Spicer will sit down, and back into the lineup, Cameron Wilkinson, the 5'7" junior for Sioux Falls Roosevelt. And we're back to action. Porter will bring it up. She and Wathen exchange words in the backcourt. Porter will work to the right side, up top to Fierro. Hand it off to Oswald. Nice crossover dribble to the right side. Can't get the scoop shot to go. Big step through on the crossover by Oswald to open up some room. Couldn't get the shot to fall. Johnson out front. Works against the tough defense of Porter. Dump it underneath to Sifa. Works against Fierro. Looks left, spins right, still in the lane. Out top Johnson. She'll take the long three. That's going to be short. Long rebound. Wathen and Cousins battle for it. Jump ball. Raiders basketball on the held ball. And the Raiders will empty the bench now. Peterson will come back in. Sydney Wathen for the first time. Morgan Jost also on the floor, along with number 32, Bree Karna. So time to add some players into the book. Bree Karna wears number 32. Sydney Wathen wears number 4. And it'll be Peterson with the basketball, working the right side. Long three, Gabby Love buries it. Hadn't scored since early in the second period. Her three makes it, well, they call it a 2, 57-28. Bounce pass to Sifa. Looked for the cutter, nobody home. Gabby Love has the basketball, then gets hammered to the floor. Got sandwiched between Cousins and Wilkinson. 9th team foul, and Gabby Love will shoot free throws. Her first trip to the foul line. Outside of Porter, just two other free throw trips for the Raiders. Finley Love 2 for 2, Isabel Higgins 2 for 2. So Porter with the only misses from the foul line tonight for the Raiders. And her several trips there. Gabby Love's free throw hits the first, earns the second. 30-point lead. Now the clock will continue to run with 3:25 to go. We'll stop only for free throws and timeouts. Gabby Love's second free throw off the back iron. Asifa and Karna battle for it. It'll be Raider basketball. Now they've stopped the clock. Now it's running again. It'll be Sydney Wathen, the 5'6" sophomore, gets the ball into Peterson, left elbow. She'll back up. Now attacks the basket, bounce pass across. Karna with the basket. And that draws a cheer from the bench. And that is 14 straight points now for the Raiders. They're up 60-28. Left side, Wilkinson holds the basketball. Asifa way over the 3 line. Cousins ends up with the pass and then travels, and she makes her way on the right side. Claire Fierro back in for the Raiders. I think we've seen all the Raiders hit the court in the game now. 2.5 to go. Sydney Wathen goes left side to Fierro. On the dribble. Comes right side to Peterson. Puts the ball on the floor. Still with the dribble, goes to the left side. Wathen. Give it off to Fierro. Right side over the 3 line. Dribbles it in the lane. Left side, Karna. Thought about it. Pass underneath to Peterson, and catching the pass instead was Wilkinson, but both feet out of bounds. And the Raiders will have the basketball as the clock continues to run, with the Raiders leading it by 32, 60-28. Stay tuned. We'll have the post-game show and get ready for the second half of our doubleheader. Sioux Falls Roosevelt and Rapid City Stevens boys here at Carroll Hire Gymnasium on the drive. Peterson with a left-handed scoop is good. Her first basket. 16 straight points for the Raiders to close out the game. Winner in the lane, can't get the jumper to go. Jost had it, lost it. Asifa comes up with it. Left side, Winner will drive, put it up with the right-handed scoop. Too hard. Asifa with the follow, too hard. Ball bounces around. Second time off the back of Jost. Finally into the hands of Fierro in the front court. She'll slow it down now. Finds Jost in transition. Shot won't go. Karna's follow is good, though. Bree Karna follows it up. 64-28, 18 straight points by the Raiders. After the first 2 points of the period were scored by the Rough Riders from the foul line. That being the only 2 points in the quarter for the Rough Riders. Ball knocked away by Fierro into the hands of Sydney Wathen. Ball is loose on the floor. It'll be Roosevelt basketball on the held ball, 64-28. Clock continues to roll. It will be Rough Rider basketball. Trying to figure out if it's baseline or sideline. Now they're going to go with baseline. Cousins left side to Asifa, to Cousins, who came running after her, demanding the basketball. Put up the 3, shot won't go. Fierro in the front court. About a 4-second shot clock, game clock differential. Underneath to Karna. Spins, shot, short. Rebound into the hands of Dewan, 5'11" senior. Here comes Cousins in the front court. Wanted the three, goes back up top to Winter. Pull it back out. Winter, spin move, right side, high off the board, no good. Asifa couldn't come up with the basketball. Abigail Dewan on the floor. It's Jost with the ball. 5 seconds to the basket. Cousins travels behind her. Shot goes. Morgan Jost with the basket. And the Raiders end with 20 straight points and come away with the 66-28 win over Sioux Falls Roosevelt. We're going to take a few minutes, let our sponsors visit with you a little bit. We'll come back with the post-game show, take a look at all the numbers, and then get ready for the Raiders and Rough Riders boys. This is Raider Basketball tonight on GoRaidersLive.com.
Our year-end sell-down at the Denny Menhold Auto Group. Denny Menhold, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda have moved their used inventory to Rapid Chevrolet. Say yes to 23 local and national lenders on hand competing for your business. Say yes to the most value for your trade with multiple appraisers bidding for it. Say yes and buy with no money down and no payments until March 2023. All credit applications accepted. Our year-end sell-down ends December 31st at Denny Menhold Rapid Chevrolet.